The Insane Ride, one of Australia's toughest hard enduros, and the PROLOG track is no exception. Today we ride with our intermediate level dirt muppet, COXY. Many riders took one look at the PROLOG track and passed, but not our COXY. Is it courage or lack of brain cells? Let's get our collective arses down to Tasmania and find out.
Thanks, mate. So this is the Saturday morning practice session, or a sighting lap. We're going to do it class by class. So this is the bronze class. We've got 16 bikes so far.
This is probably the hardest PROLOG track of any event in Australia. Everything is designed to throw you off the bike if you don't have all your technical skills in place. Log punching, the bashplate technique, weighting and deweighting, traction skills with controlled drops of the clutch, and body positioning for rocks. Has COXY got what it takes? I got to ride with COXY in Canada last year, and he threw himself into all the morning training sessions. Then in the afternoon, most guys relaxed for the forest rides, but I could still see COXY applying everything he'd learned. He's not the tallest rider, and I could see him working a lot on his balance and rarely putting a foot down. Handy skills on a track like this. These course designers are bastards. It's very easy to get hooked up on this big log entering the tyre section. COXY does the right thing and backs up to get some run up. Another big log at the end. If you lose your balance, you can't get a foot on the ground. These rocks make it hard to get good traction for the next tyre obstacle. The bashplate technique for this log. We've covered this in the training vids. It ain't pretty, it ain't fast, but it's easy and gets the job done with minimal effort. And look who's behind him. It's Ben and Archie from my riding group. They've driven thousands of kilometres to ride this torture track. It's just the practice lap, but even in the PROLOG event, COXY just kept up this sort of steady pace. It's very easy to let the pressure get to you in these races and go too hard, but you just wear yourself out and fall off more. Talking of falling off, very nice of COXY to do this for a young man's entertainment. Another reason you don't want to rush this terrain is it makes a big difference if you choose your lines carefully. Go too fast, you can waste minutes trying to get out of a big hole and waste all your energy too.
Alright, yeah, all good. Need longer legs.
Yep, short legs make this stuff a lot harder. A good sense of balance helps, but if you like technical terrain, it can also pay to cut your seat down or lower your suspension a little. And of course there are bikes like the Gas Ranger and Feeder Cross Trainer that are already a fair bit lower than the 100% enduro bikes. another big log. Again, COXY takes his time. Decides there is an easier spot, then just backs up to get a run up. So often I see guys panicking and throwing themselves at obstacles like this, then just repeatedly crashing. Instead of taking their time, pick a line, get a run up and do it smoothly. While PROLOG course designers are mean bastards, they still have their human side, and it's good to see they have put these easy sections in the middle to let riders get their breath back. Watch COXY'S shadow here. You can see he's trying to keep his feet on the foot pegs where possible. A great way to develop your sense of balance. If you are interested in this sort of riding, remember we have a 10-part series on log hops. Usually you only need about 3 different techniques to get over logs, but if you are crazy enough to enjoy this shit, then the more techniques you have, the better. While I didn't get down to Tasmania for this event, the guys have given me plenty of footage, so stay tuned for more PROLOG fun, the main event, and also watching the top riders fly through this PROLOG track. Let's see how COXY thinks he went.
Well, it's a great little course I put together. I've been riding like shit, but not much to be done about that.
I disagree, COXY. It looked pretty good to me. A big thanks to the guys from Hard Enduro Adventures Tasmania. They began this insane ride a few years back and put huge amounts of work into making it happen. And it's all now part of a series being run by Grassroots Enduro Australia. These guys are doing an amazing job of getting hard enduros going around the country. Bulk Nutrients is based in Tasmania. They were a major sponsor for the event. This Tassie-based business quietly supports a lot of dirt riding events and deserves a mention. As does Golden Tyre Australia. They've been doing so much for various events across the country. And of course, thanks to all the other sponsors, marshals, volunteers. It takes so much to get these events running. Good on you guys.